Coming in 2026, The History of Freethought and Skepticism Gallery by Robyn E. Blumner, from the April-May 2026 issue of Free Inquiry. What better way to mark the 50th anniversary of the Center for Inquiry, CFI, than to create a place where the history of the Freethought and Skepticism movements comes alive? Thanks to a $1 million donation from Uber donor Mark Walsh, we are transforming 3,000 square feet of unused office space at CFI headquarters in Amherst, New York, into a gallery that traces and celebrates the ideas that brought us modernity, freethought, and skepticism. These ideas, largely grounded in the European Enlightenment, are at the foundation of everything CFI does. The new gallery will provide visitors with an inspirational and informative introduction to the historical events and figures that put humanity on the road to freedom, progress, and prosperity by holding all ideas and dogmas up to the scrutiny of reason. We anticipate that a large portion of the build-out will be ready in time for this year's SciCon conference in Buffalo, scheduled for June 11th through 14th. There are sign-up tours of the Amherst headquarters that will include the gallery at whatever stage of finalization it is in by then. I'm sure everyone reading this is familiar with the problem of construction delays with any large-scale project. Regardless, we are hopeful that we will have something spectacular to show off in June. The gallery will be organized by subject matter. Each section will explore the history, ideas, and personages that were instrumental in the development of free thought, religious criticism, skepticism, the scientific method, and the exposure of pseudoscience. For instance, the free thought section includes the evolution of modern atheism. The section moves visitors from the first stirrings of the ideas of Lucretius, who wrote in On the Nature of Things in about 50 BCE that the universe operates according to natural laws, not divine intervention, through the Enlightenment and the philosophical underpinnings of spreading doubt toward religious authority, to American freethinkers such as Robert Greene Ingersoll, and up through modern day and the four horsemen of new atheism, Richard Dawkins, Daniel Dennett, Sam Harris, and Christopher Hitchens. In the section titled Religion, visitors will be reminded of the many ways religion has been used to justify persecution and violence, even today. A subsection called Still Afraid will display a copy of the Free Inquiry magazine that featured cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad that first appeared in the Danish newspaper Jyllands-Posten in 2005. Those images sparked widespread violence in Muslim-majority countries. Our display will block out the cartoons and include a QR code for the visitor to see the full magazine article with the cartoons, as a precaution to keep CFI staff and gallery visitors safe. But not every aspect of the gallery will be so serious and scholarly. A large proportion of the exhibits will focus on pseudoscientific nonsense, its purveyors, and its debunkers. A timeline of famous hoaxes will be featured, including such events as the 1917 photographing of the Cottingley fairies, that two young cousins, Elsie Wright and Francis Griffiths, from Cottingley, England, contrived to prove that fairies were real, convincing even Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, creator of Sherlock Holmes. It wasn't until 1983 that the two cousins admitted the fairies were paper cutouts from a book. There will be a haunted chair on display that visitors will be invited to sit in, if they dare. The gallery will also call out the serious harms done by pseudoscience, from the episode during the Reagan White House, in which First Lady Nancy Reagan consulted psychic Joan Quigley to help arrange her husband's official calendar, to the ongoing fraud perpetrated on a gullible public by the multi-billion-dollar homeopathy industry. There is nothing frivolous about this kind of nonsense. The point of the gallery is to remind visitors that there is nothing inevitable about human progress. It took courageous people with groundbreaking and norm-breaking ideas to bring humanity to where it is today. Ideas that transformed a backward and superstitious world into one in which the truth is determined through free inquiry, empirical evidence, sound reasoning, and the scientific method, as opposed to divine or monarchical authority. It is these ideas with their foundation in free thought and skepticism that gave Western culture the boost it needed to transform human outcomes, providing its beneficiaries with lives of freedom, autonomy, longevity, health, and comfort on a scale that kings, popes, and emperors of yesteryear could not have dreamed. The gallery will be a testament to the remarkable, transformative power of free thought and skepticism, and how the work of CFI over its 50 years of existence has proven itself essential to that project. To learn more and contribute, visit the link in the description.
Thank you for listening to this audio edition of Free Inquiry, the journal for secular humanist ideas. If you enjoyed this article, consider subscribing to Free Inquiry magazine to explore more thought-provoking content on reason, ethics, science, and free thought. You can find more articles, subscribe, or support our work at secularhumanism.org. There you'll also discover resources on secular humanism, information on upcoming events, and ways to connect with a community of like-minded thinkers. If you believe in the importance of reason, free expression, and humanist values, consider making a donation to support our work. Every contribution helps us continue to publish, advocate, and provide resources for a more rational, secular world. Once again, thanks for listening and for supporting free inquiry, free minds, and free expression.